Suppose, to give a small illustration, how the intelligence controls the mind. There's a gathering happening, a satsang is happening, and it may go on maybe an hour. So one of the person in the discourse is thinking, if he catches the bus after the discourse is over, he might miss the second show of the movie. So it may be better for him to get up now and go. This is the prompting of the mind. But then the intelligence comes to the scene and counsels, no, don't leave. An opportunity to listen to this satsang discourse deals with profound truths relating to the awareness, to the Atma, Paramatma, and the spiritual life will not come you again. It is a rare blessing and should not be squandered away. Stay on and listen to the discourse. The mind then follows the decision of the intelligence. It must be so if life purpose is to be fulfilled. Buddhi is directly influenced by the Atma. Therefore, if the mind follows the Buddhi, it will be able to lead the senses along the right path. So Krishna advised Arjuna not to follow the mind, which left to itself is prone to succumbing to the pulse of sensory pleasure, but instead to subjugate it to the intelligence. For going about in a chariot, it is the charioteer who has the most important role to play. Neither the horses that draw the chariot nor even the owner who sitteth there is competent to ensure a safe journey. It is the charioteer alone who can do it. If he is not accomplished, the horses will run berserk and drag the chariot hither and thither. Therefore, the charioteer must be competent enough and experienced to do his job properly. Krishna said, Arjuna, your body is a chariot and your senses are the horses. Your mind acts as the reins and your intelligence is the driver. If you let your intelligence guide your life's journey, you will reach your ultimate destination safely. Arjuna emerged victorious in the battle because his charioteer was Krishna, the source of all intelligence. To install Krishna as our charioteer is the most sacred and the felicitous means by which we can attain the goal of life. If, however, we have an inept person as a charioteer, for instance Karna's charioteer, Salyavas, he always keeps discouraging Karna every minute. So, every minute of our lives, eventually we lose the battle we wage against our inner force. It is only when the mind follows the intellect that inner vision is developed. Inner vision leads to the experience of the bliss of the awareness. External vision, however, subjects man to untold suffering. Krishna told Arjuna that in the world of objects which we see, our external vision, we perceive two qualities, namely Kshayasila, destructibility, Dukkha Misrama, presence of sorrow. Kshayasila, destructibility, Dukkha Misrama, presence of sorrow. This can be explained by this following example. We see a child growing into a man and are happy that he is developing physically, failing to note, however, the lifespan of the child is simultaneously getting reduced. The gradual ebbing out of the life within man as he grows is attributable to Kshayasila. Similarly, we see a bud blossoming into flower and enjoys fragrance without recognizing the fact that in few hours the flower would fade away. So also the food that we cook today may be delicious and wholesome if eaten today, but if it is kept for the morrow, it would decompose or go stale. The fruit we eat today may be fresh, sweet and delightful to the palate, but the very next day it will become waste matter and will be looked upon the disgust. Thus, the destructibility or impermanence is an inherent characteristic of the material world. So also, worldly objects and relations bring about sorrow along with the joy. The same object may be the source of joy as well as the cause of sorrow. The shadow of sorrow haunts the experience of happiness. One may feel happy when he receives the news of the birth of a son, but feels miserable when he receives the news of the death of the same son. So it's all in the mind. Give everything to your intellect and let your intellect rely on the awareness. The awareness alone can save all of us.